Hey everybody, it's Roberta here. Yes, I am doing back-to-back videos today. Today is Saturday. This video I'm bringing you right now is in response to, in response to a video done by Sassy Sally. I want to thank her so much for bringing videos. She does do videos, shopping hauls. But she has brought videos about food pantry, her food pantry in, I believe it's Wisconsin. That's where she lives, in Wisconsin. And that she has gotten, I was watching her videos, and what she said was she received an email. She's received several nasty, I guess, comments on her weight. Comments about that she goes to food pantries and then goes out to eat. And they're wondering why she's going out to eat if she's got to go to the food pantry to get to get food and whatnot. And then somebody had sent her. Oh, apparently she went and got a tattoo cover up by a friend of theirs, her and her husband's, and somebody commented, "Oh, you can go for you're going to food pantry, but you can afford a tattoo." So she felt she needed to explain, you know, how she came upon getting the tattoo cover up. My response to that is she doesn't have to explain to anybody. Nobody on here has to explain to anybody what they're doing and how they afford stuff. It's really none of anybody's business but her and her husband, or whoever, you know, her friend or whatever. And we don't need to explain anything to people. Some of us are on here because we like putting out the content, and we like talking about different things. We're not here to, if you don't like, the thing is, if you don't like YouTube, why are you watching it? If you don't, you know, why, the thing is, why does anybody have to be rude to anybody? If you don't, like she said in her video, if you don't like her videos, then don't watch them, okay? If you don't like anybody's YouTube video, you don't have to look at it. You can move on and look at something else. You don't need to be rude and nasty, but we know there's people out there that are, okay? They feel they need to be mean to people, so, I like Sassy Sally's videos, and I subscribe to her channel, and I do like the fact that she brings food pantry videos. Not a lot of people would do that, because there's a lot of people that feel ashamed that they have to use the food pantry, or SNAP benefits or whatever. But you know what? If that's how you have to, you know, like get food on the table, more power to you. I have to admit, I use food pantry once in a while. I have used SNAP benefits when I wasn't, you know, like if I wasn't working or something, I went on that. But you don't know people's situation at all. Apparently her husband has some medical issues, and maybe he was out of work or something, and they, you know, weren't getting enough money to support their household, okay? It happens. Don't act like it's, you know, not happening to you, because you know what? Suck up your pride, and if you have to if you have to ask for help that way through the government or whatever, for your your local social services office, then you have every right to do so. You shouldn't feel embarrassed that about that. That's what it's there for. Yes, there is people that take advantage of that stuff. There is people that don't want to work, and they'll sit on their ass and smoke drugs and do drugs and shoot up and all this other shit, and then go to the social services and expect a handout, okay? Because they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about taxpayers or anything else. But there is people that do get SNAP, that do or don't qualify for SNAP, that use the food pantries, okay? Because of the income requirements that is required of those of that program, of the SNAP program. I don't condone people forcing SNAP down people's throat. I don't condone people shoving the food pantry down people's throat. But sometimes sometimes yes, you do have to ask for help if you don't want to burden your family or something. Some people don't want to burden family and ask for stuff, okay? For a long time, I regretted. For a long time, believe me, I was not the one to ask for help. I wouldn't go to. My mother had collected benefits when we were little, and I was always, not me. I'm not going to be there. Unfortunately, that's not reality. That's not reality. In my case, I was working corporate jobs. I made good money. Had and my mother did pass away, and I was fortunate enough to receive an inheritance from my mother, which boosted me a little. And what happened was my house we had Hurricane Floyd, because it was around a year, or actually the same year. My mother had passed away in February of '99, which her death anniversary is coming up on the 14th. On the 13th of February. That's her anniversary of her death. And then right after that, I began to do a rent-to-own situation, and was lied to by the former property owner that it was not a flood zone. Totally untrue. An hour later, wind up getting water in all over my whole property, into my basement, coming through the foundation. You were responsible as a landlord. Flowing like a Ratton River. It was part of the river in the canal, I'm sorry. Coming together as one thing, because it was so much and it overflowed, flooded everything, the street, everywhere. That particular town is known to flood everywhere, except for the north side of the town. So unfortunately, I was on the south side of the town, and thought because my house was kind of on a hill that I was in a safe position, which I was not in a safe position, because it went over there was so much water, it went over the electrical panels into the first floor that I was renovating. It was just a mess. I had to take dogs, cats, guinea pigs, birds, whatever, pack them all into the vehicle and try to get to the other side of town where it was not flooded. I think for some reason that town sits on a down, like the land is like this way or something. I don't know. I think it's just the way the land sits in that town or something, where everything just flows to one end of the town or whatever and starts pulling up, or like a pool of water. Because there's low levels, there's high levels, but you're still going to get water depending on where you're at. And so I lost that home, or I gave up that home rather.
There's no damp, nothing.
Went to went to another town, moved into a home there, and then the people decided to get a divorce, and the wife wanted to buy his half of the property. So I got notice I had 60 days to leave that property.
What a difference.
So they kind of reneged on that deal. I wound up going to a homeless prevention program because I actually had nowhere to go. My friend took my son to her home, and I wound up going into a homeless prevention program. So there, right there, I had to. I got laid off from my corporate job because they were also flooded out, so I lost that job. So I was. Well, actually, they got flooded up. I was working for another place in the town that I moved to, because I had to go from one county to another county. Okay, had this, unfortunately, a lot of money was lost. I lost a lot of money on both the deals, thousands of dollars, and winded up having to get federal housing assistance. So I got that and found an apartment. Had no problems with this first apartment. Got into this apartment, had no problems really until about 2012. And then I started having a landlord-tenant situation.
Lawyer Yeleni Marukovich is representing Frank today.
So that's my deal. Now, I've had used SNAP, and I've used a food pantry. Now, there's 2 food pantries. You know what, I'll make a new video on the about the food pantries that we have. And so we'll wrap it up for now. So please subscribe to this video, and I will see you in a minute to give you to talk about the other food pantry.